Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Cain, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Cain's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give him while we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Cain's been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. Cain is seated on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they'll demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash, and Fred and Cain take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Cain, heel, and then you start walking and he'll fall right in line on your left-hand side. And we've also gone ahead and incorporated our sit command into this, so anytime Fred stops his feet, as he just did, Cain sits. Now it's important during the heeling process that Cain walks nicely on your left. He shouldn't try to pull ahead or lag behind. Now we're going to be demonstrating our stay command, which is a hand and voice command. And Fred will use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Cain's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up self-control in Cain. You want to start practicing this one at about a minute and work your way up in increments to about 3. Now when Fred returns back to him, he's going to walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind him, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Cain remains seated throughout. Fred gave him a little praise and they take off heeling again. I'm going to show you a little more of the heel sit and stay. There's that automatic sit there. There it is again. He gives him the stay one more time, back out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the come or recall command. He calls Cain in using his name. He comes and he sits right in front. And we have an exercise called the finish. You're going to heel him right around the back of you and right back to your left-hand side heel position, and he sits. Fred's going to demonstrate it one more time. He has him in a sit, gives him a stay, out to the end of the training leash, calls him in using his name, and he comes, he sits right in front of him, and then the finish, he heels him right around the back of him and right back to his left-hand side heel position, and Cain sits. Nicely done. He gives them some praise and they take off heeling again. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands about 15 to 20 minutes a day with Cain to keep them fresh in his mind. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine with Cain. Next we're going to be showing you our down commands. The first will be down from a heel position. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives him a stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up self-control in Cain. Start practicing this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up to about 5. Now when Fred returns back to him, he'll walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Cain holds his down throughout until given some praise and released, and they take off heeling again. We'll show you that down command one more time when they come back around. Now you see Cain is doing very well, but if for any reason he doesn't respond to one of your commands, the first word out of your mouth is no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you want to repeat your command. He's going to give him the down again, and the stay, and back out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down. He calls him in, he comes, he's going to sit right in front of him. And then the finish, Fred's going to heel him right around the back of him to get him right back to that left-hand side heel position, and Cain sits. Nicely done. We'll give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. And this will be the down from a distance. You're going to have him in a sit, give him a stay, walk out to the end of the training leash. It's the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop him into a down from the end of the training leash. And then return back to him once again by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Very nice. Alright, we've demonstrated a few of the obedience commands we've worked on with Cain here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Cain, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.